Hi, friends. Thanks for joining me today. I am grateful for all of the likes, the shares, the comments. Today, I wanted to talk to you about the difference between life coaching and counseling. I had a friend, actually, I've had a couple who I've been sort of chatting with, coaching. One who is looking to get back into the dating world, and she had some sort of limiting beliefs, was sort of imagining that the past person she dated and didn't end up with was her one and only opportunity, and she was holding on to that and wasn't able to look into the future. She's had some really great breakthrough in her life and has made some really great steps towards actually like dating again. I have another friend who is a mom of younger kiddos, and she was looking to change her life and her career, but was feeling stuck and uncertain about the future ahead. And both of them asked me, well, what is the difference between counseling and coaching, life coaching? I am a certified health and life coach, and this is something that a business that I actually started before the relationship that brought me to this channel where I've been recovering from DV. And so, this is how, as best as I can, I'd like to describe the differences. So, counseling, now therapy is sort of in this realm a bit as well, but typically counseling and therapy are coming from the approach that someone talking will and being heard is going to allow them to discover solutions to their problems. It's going to allow them to work through issues that haven't been settled and resolved. And so typically counseling is very focused on your counselor listening to you. They might keep track of what you've shared. They might even bring you back to a conversation that hadn't been completed or finished. Sometimes they'll give you ideas of things that you might try to help you further the process of your counseling. But typically, it's just an available person who really understands thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and they help you focus on things that you haven't been able to face or talk about in just a safe environment where anonymity and confidentiality is key. Coaching, which is what I do, and I have a sweet friend that's always saying, "Oh, Amanda's a counselor." I'm not. I'm not a counselor, but I am a certified health and life coach and a career coach. I've been working in staffing, headhunting for well over 10 years. So a lot of times I give people career coaching. The difference of counseling and coaching is that a coach is hired by a person, usually for, say, a 12 session um, scenario where goals are set. There's a specific problem that that individual wants to make headway on. And so the coaching sessions are very focused on figuring out the problems that are standing in the way, creating action steps each time. And then, of course, the coach has been hired to hold you accountable for taking steps forward. And so rather than listen and be gentle and careful and kind the whole time, they are going to listen, they are going to be careful, they are going to be kind, but also you're hiring them with the clear understanding that if you need a kick in the pants, they're going to give you a kick in the pants. Like, hey, why aren't you following through on the goals for your life? Why, hey, Janice, why, we talked about this goal. You mentioned that you were going to take a step, and this was the goal that you set for yourself for for last week, and you didn't do it. I'm curious, what happened? Why didn't you? And so they'll even talk to you about why you're afraid to take steps forward, why life might be scary, like you're not happy with where things are today, but also it's sort of scary to imagine being in a new world that you've never been in. So, coaching is a very free flowing conversation between you and your coach, and they work towards helping you reach those goals, and they hold you accountable. They listen. They might teach you breathing techniques to help calm your nervous system down. so that when you're taking those brave steps forward, you are more empowered to do so. They might help you set practical goals, like if yours is health related and you say, well, I've got to be in the gym 5 days a week. They're going to help you create reasonable goals of, well, you don't go at all to the gym right now. Let's try for 2 weeks you going once a week without fail. Then let's get up to say 3 days. Let's talk about plans. Do you have exercises that you like? Let's talk about, is hula hooping fun for you? Is walking what you want to do? So that's related to health goals, but a lot of times it starts in a really small way. One of my first clients who I worked with for 3 years, the first step she took was buying a shoe rack. And she and I talked about her work situation, how she was feeling very stagnant and stuck, working tons of overtime, never coming home. And actually, she had barely even unpacked her house. And we talked about, well, what would it be like for you to, enjoy being in your home? What do you need for it to feel like home? So that you're not always at work, but you're looking forward to being in your house. And we got to talking about how she is so frustrated that her shoes are in every room in the house. She can't ever find them when she's looking for them. And the first step was her buying a shoe rack. And you might think, really? 3 years later, she was walking in confidence in her position at work, speaking up when she needed to, operating out of her creativity, hosting friends and family, which her goal was to create community in her own home. I think one of the third or fourth things she did was she finally bought a dining room table and chairs so that she could have people over in her home. She had always imagined people coming over, having meals, creating good conversation and a great environment, but she had no table to host meals. And it was these funny, simple, practical things that actually felt like huge steps. And they were huge steps in her discovering what she really needed in her life, and then investing funds and time into creating those memories that she wanted. So I share this because I'm getting back into my coaching. It's been a little bit of time that I've been out, and I am going to be working on rebuilding my clientele, working with folks that are looking for help in their career, help in life, help with finding ways to manage stress, frustration, anxiety, and to take steps forward in their life. Hopefully with folks that are making steps forward in trauma recovery as well. I really love people. I love seeing their lives get better. I love seeing them feeling empowered and heard, and even discovering their own wants and desires. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite part of when I was a recruiter, and it's the thing that gets me so excited as a coach. So I hope if you see this and you're thinking, gosh, I'm really curious about what that might look like, I might want to talk to Amanda. I hope that you will. I hope that you'll reach out to me. I usually do just an introductory meeting, which is free. It's usually about an hour long, where we just talk about what it was in hearing me express this opportunity. What got you thinking, like, this is for me and this is what I actually think I need this. So I will list a link to my website in the notes below. And I hope that you will, if something is jumping inside of you thinking like, I really could use some support and help, and even just someone talking to me about creating goals, because I just don't even know where to start, but I'm fed up with where I'm at right now and I want things to be different. Well, I would love the opportunity to talk with you and even just give you a free session. Usually people walk away having had a wonderful first session, and sometimes people will hire me for the 12 step program of finding their voice. And sometimes I meet with him for 3 to 5 times. So I hope that you'll consider it. And yeah, thanks for letting me sort of shamelessly pitch that I'm back in this wonderful field, um, working on helping people not just through the YouTube, but through personal conversations. Usually I'll do a video chat because it's really nice to see a face, but I can also do phone conversations. And I hope to hear from you soon. And I would love to, yeah, see what folks out there are in need of support and love and I don't know, structured accountability. Thanks, guys, for listening. I hope to hear from you soon. Check out the link in the notes for my website where you can learn more about me. You can check out my the reviews that I have and think about, hey, is this for me? All right. Thanks for listening, guys, and I'll see you later.